Hi guys, it's February 5th and I wanted to start off by showing the Segwit charts. This is something I want to incorporate more into the videos because I can remember when Segwit came out officially in August on the mainnet, and it's been slower to get fully adopted than I was hoping, but it is being adopted and it appears to be being adopted at a faster and faster rate. For a long time, it seemed like we were stuck between 8 and 10%, and now 12% is low. If it's a 12% day, and it's common to see 14, 16, even up to 18%, and we have touched 20 before, and our low days are, for example, this 12.4% is a low day. And I feel one of the main catalysts for that we know about is when local Bitcoins implemented Segwit. Local Bitcoins is used all around the world as a completely decentralized way to buy and sell Bitcoin. And that one thing helped reduce fees for everyone. What we need to see for a major change is the big exchanges like Coinbase to start using Segwit. That would be huge. Instantly, fees would be a fraction, and the backlog of trades on the main chain would be eliminated, or Coinbase fails to evolve and is replaced by something else. What I also want to talk about, and actually the main thing, is the Lightning Network. It's continuing to grow. I have seen on some of the Slack channels and IRC is that the person who's maintaining this wonderful page that I love to refer to, that shows the nodes and the channels of the Lightning Network and lets us see how much it's grown. He hasn't maintained it the last day or two, so updated it at all. So it's the numbers have stayed the same for the amount of nodes and channels. But one thing I noticed is when I zoomed out, so I'll click OK, I understand. When I zoomed out, and I don't know how long this has been there, it must have been 3 days, is this secondary ring of nodes, as you can see with my cursor, all the way around the main cluster of nodes. You can see at the top, they're just one deep, not that thick like at the top, and you can see here at the top there's even a channel between these two nodes, mainnet.yals.or, and this node here, some numbers and letters, but most of them are just nodes floating by themselves, one or two deep. As you can see, I'll zoom in. Red Whisper, Lioneer, Lamar, they're nodes. And when I zoom out, it gives a much better picture of, here's the main cluster where my cursor is, which we're so used to looking at and getting to watch grow. But this secondary, if that's the proper term, secondary or new ring of nodes floating just outside the main cluster. Oh, and here's a channel between two nodes. They're called, when you zoom in, you can see the names, Penguin and Penguin 2. And what I'm expecting to see is channels start happening between all of these nodes, connecting them all together, and those connecting to the main cluster of nodes and channels here in the center, which will be awesome, which I can't wait to see happen. Oh, and then as you get to the bottom part of the ring, zooming out again just to give you an idea of what we're talking about, up here, the top part of the ring, yeah, is one node deep, maybe two, and then as we get to the sides, you start seeing 2 to 3 nodes deep. But as we get to the bottom, that's much more dense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 to 5 nodes deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 3 to 4, even 5 nodes deep at the bottom. And when we start seeing channels connecting all these nodes, and like I'll zoom in, see, you can, when you zoom in, you can see that some of them already have a channel, like this one, Max and Gwitterfront. Those nodes do have a channel, but when you zoom out, it's a bit harder to see that, but it gives you a bigger vision, enables you to really get a visual of just what's going on. It's not just the main cluster. And now I'll zoom in on the main cluster, and it gives you an idea. As humans, we're such visual creatures. We really can't, at least I and most people I know, anyone I've talked to about the Lightning Network, when I show them this page, that they really can have some understanding of how it works. And this is just a surface level understanding, because it is rather technical about 2 nodes opening a channel between each other, and they can transact as much as they want on there, and then afterwards settling the transactions on the main net, on the main chain, which can mean all kinds of wonderful things, but essentially one of the big ones is decongesting traffic on the main chain massively.